Okay. So we have talked about Games of Thrones. Hey guys, so if you are wondering what that happy little noise of chewing in the background is from my last video. My cat is still eating the cat grass. You can see her. You can see her. Oh, look at her. She's eating it. She's so cute. But yes, today we are going to talk about Games of Thrones. Okay, I've been wondering, do I want to make it a spoiler review or do I want to like kind of take things down? But when it comes to Games of Thrones, I want to talk about everything. So I'm going to say spoiler review. Alright, I'm trying to adjust the camera. I'm trying like, okay. I don't want to be talking to the wall. Alright, so spoiler, if you have not seen this episode yet already, you don't want to watch this video because we need to talk about it. Okay, so first of all, as y'all know, my favorite characters are Tyrion and Ramsay. Ramsay is like bae. I love Ramsay. I know he's evil, I know, but he's like kind of cool evil. He's just awful. He's not like a prick like Joffrey. But yes, okay, so we find out it looks like Snow is still quite dead. But I don't think, okay, they didn't burn him yet. Until somebody's burnt, I'll say you ain't dead. Snow's laying in the dirt looking salty, and his people in the castle, not everybody was on board with him getting slaughtered like that. Let me adjust my chair. Gotta get comfortable. Alright, so not everybody was on board with him getting slaughtered like that. And it made them really upset. So they came guys by and brought it in. I said, yeah, you bring somebody's body in, they're probably not dead. The Red Witch comes. She's just kind of floating around, and she is, okay, I'm just gonna get out of the way. She tore up. She took off her necklace, and this is like later on, but I skip around. When I do my reviews, I don't just, do a little bit. I just say whatever I feel like saying. She takes off her necklace to go to bed. This is at the end of the whole episode. She looks like freaking Gollum's sister. I'm like, really? Oh, it's just, I love that because all this time, these stupid men, or that stupid man she's dealing with, cheated on his wife, made his wife feel like she was a dowdy old piece of S, and all this time he was up there sleeping with Gollum. And I love that because it's like, yeah, you was sleeping with Gollum. And she takes it off and she's tore up, and she goes to bed like she needs to, and she looks sad because life just ain't what she thought it was going to be. And so I think since she's there, I feel like I always thought Snow really wasn't Ned's kid anyway. I think that Snow belongs to the true king. I think that he's got a real bloodline in him. And I think that that's why the Starks were taking care of him so long. I don't think the rest of them knew about it, but I think that the dad knew about it. And I think that they're going to find out. I think that she only backs the king. So if somebody's got she's very ambitious, the Red Witch. I think she's gonna be the one that brings Snow back, and I think this was going to happen. And so yes, I think she's gonna be the one to bring Snow back. So they are locked themselves up in a room, and they know that the men who killed Snow is gonna probably want to kill anybody loyal to him too, because they already know, you know, he wasn't down with what we did. So a war is about to break out amongst the crows. Now going to Ramsay. Ramsay is mourning Miranda. And at first I was like, oh wow. He was all sad. He was like, you was wearing violets when we first met. He said, I was quite young, but you know, even back then everybody was afraid of me, but not you. You were fearless. And I was like, oh, is Ramsay actually being a human being? And no. Because she was laying in the bed, like, you know, like dead and all crunched up. But like not tore up or nothing. And he was just sitting there like he's about to cry. And one of the men said, how would you like her buried, you know, burnt? He was like, buried, burnt? That's fresh meat right there. Throw it to the dogs. I'm like, oh gosh. It wouldn't be Ramsay if he didn't be a jerk. I said, are you serious? That's your girl. That's your Miranda. You're gonna really throw it to the dogs? But I still like that character. He's a sick pup. But yeah, so whatever's going on, his dad is threatening him like if you don't get that Stark woman back, he was playing games with her. If you don't get her back and have a kid with her, like bad things. On that note, that Ramsay does not look scared much at all. That's why I like his character. He's brave. He's actually an amazing fighter. Like he comes say like give me like 12 of your best men, I'll kill like a whole freaking army. He is a great fighter. And it's very rare for him to be afraid. And whatever his dad was implying had scared the living freak out of him. And so I was like, okay, whatever is going on here, he does not like it. And, yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm up there listening to my cat has just derooted my plant. She's eating it so hard. If you haven't seen the cat grass video, you guys see my other cat grass video. She's eating it so much. It looks so cute. Sorry. So, yeah. So, whatever his dad tells him, it makes him terrified. And so now I'm trying to remember the rest. There's like so much going on. Oh, yeah. So, the Khaleesi. Okay. So, this part, I was kind of like, I didn't care for. The Khaleesi is getting dragged away by the Dothraki. And, as we know, she was with the Khal before, and she was like, you know, but she ain't nothing amongst them right now, so they're dragging her and whipping her in the back, and she's dirty and scuzzy looking, and when she gets there, she tells them this whole speech, you know, she speaks their language, and it just seemed really unreal to me. I mean, they have been bad days for a while, and she had no proof that she was telling the truth. I know she can speak the language, but it's like, they just didn't care. I mean, the first one, you know, the first one just tore up real fast. And, like, this one's like, oh, I didn't know you was the wife of a ex-Khal. You were a widow. I was like, really? They was raping, killing people. I mean, that's what they did. They raped people just to do it. And you telling me that saved her miraculously? Just seems kind of far-fetched. This is a show that's been raw from beginning to end. It is a raw show. And you trying to tell me that these people would respect that and not have already raped her by like 5 different times before she even got to the Khal? I just don't believe it. It seemed very corny. And Games of Thrones is never corny. And I didn't like corny mixed in with Games of Thrones. It just didn't feel right. And so now they have to take her to some island where, you know, where widows go, and that just seems like they're trying to find a reason to keep her in the script. And I really like the Khaleesi, but I wanted to stay real. You know, she should have been stripped, she should have been thrown, she should have been, you know, just treated like crap, you know. And it kind of seems too soft, too weak to me. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully that island's got some you know, girth to, and it's a little scary and like, okay, you know, who knows, but hopefully it'll be good. But I'm still curious about it. So we go to Tyrion and the eunuch, and we haven't seen Littlefinger yet. He's one of my favorite characters too. We haven't seen Littlefinger yet, but I think it's the one with the gray hair on the side who threw that woman to the moonroof. I see the Game of Thrones names are hard to keep up with, even for me, and I'm usually good at that. But so excuse me if I'm saying anything wrong. But yeah. So Tyrion's with the eunuch, and he's trying to like give money to people, and the eunuch is like, I used to steal for people like you. Look at you. You walking like you own everything. And I thought it was kind of funny because, like, Tyrion is just, like, he's so cool. He's my favorite character. And, I forget now what happened with them. But they're trying to basically figure out what they're going to do with now that the Khaleesi is gone. What are they going to do? And they now burnt up all her ships. So now even when she gets back, she has no fleet to do anything with. So she is, at the moment, she's the furthest away from the Iron Throne. So Snow's dead, so he's pretty far from the Iron Throne. Khaleesi is captured, and all her ship is destroyed, and her men are gone, and so she's far from the Iron Throne. So right now, the only ones who like they could even possibly be the new ruler is probably Tyrion, and I don't think he's going to end up it. And I don't really know. Like, nobody else is really like close because that other king got killed. So I'm really curious to see how this turns out. This is actually very, very exciting. So what else? Oh yeah, this part. Oh my gosh, on that island, people. Man, I can't remember what they're called. Meridian. I forget now, but they're the pretty people who brother was killed by the mountain. You know who I'm talking about. The people in that fancy island with the makeup. And they just had a freaking revolt. That was crazy. She killed her king. I felt like, you traitor. First of all, she killed Cersei's daughter, which I was really hoping. I was hoping so much that she made it. I mean, I really was. I was like, please make it. I am just so dry after getting so excited about Game of Thrones. So, I was like, I hope that her daughter made it, but she did not. And I love that speech. But I'll get back to that. We're talking about the people right now. So, on that island place or whatever, that really fancy place, she was helping the king. And the king was giving her compliments. He was like, you know, your mother's really smart. And she helped him to his throne. And then all of a sudden, everything went buck wild. She's stabbing people. Her women are stabbing people. I was like, dag, really? She betrayed her king. I said, I guess she was done. And what makes me mad is that I feel like if you did love the guy, the Viper, I think he's called the Viper. I feel like if you did love him, do you really think that he would have liked you to kill his own brother? I don't think he would have. I feel like, what's his name, like Boris, or I forget now, either way. But if she loved him so much, I just don't think he would have appreciated her killing his entire family. She killed his brother and she killed his nephew. And they did it so brutally. And that was like family. And I felt like, wow, you know, such a freaking traitor. Like, I get that you're upset, but they didn't warrant that. The ones who killed your lover was the Mountain and Cersei. You killed her daughter. You stunned her back. It's over. But instead, she killed her own family. I'm like, you stupid, traitorous B. You know, why would you kill people who didn't even do nothing to you? You should be killing the ones who actually did something to you. Instead, you just killed your own king. But I guess that's what she wanted to do. So she is like my least character right now. Right now, I cannot stand her or her little women because they're sneaky. They literally like little snakes because they came to the nephew like, oh, like he's like, I don't want no food right now. It's like, we're not here to feed you. We're here to kill you. Who do you want to do? And I feel like he's not your enemy. Where'd you get all this hate from? And he's like, I don't want to hurt you. And she just stabbed him straight through his pretty little face. And I felt like wow, you couldn't even give him the courtesy, let him fight like a man. Instead, just killed them. And so that's a mess. And then going to Cersei or whatever, she has her hair still short. And she was saying, she was so sad about her daughter. That her speech about her daughter was so sweet. She was like, when I had her, I wondered where she came from. She said she was nothing like me. She said no bitterness, no spitefulness, no jealousy. She said, where did she come from? You know? And she talks about how she didn't want to see her daughter rot. And it was touching. And I don't usually I like Cersei, but usually don't really feel sorry for her. But in this time, I felt sorry for her. And I felt sorry for Jaime because the daughter actually accepted them as her mom and dad. Like when Joffrey kind of found out that they were his like brother and sister, he went crazy. But when she found out, she really was sweet because she was like, I'm happy you're my dad. And I was like, oh. And then she died. And I feel like she ain't deserve a death. I mean, she got poisoned just like Joffrey got poisoned. I felt like Joffrey was a bad guy. That girl was really sweet. She shouldn't have been poisoned. She was pretty. But that's Game of Thrones, you know, it's real. So it's like a lot of female power right now in this season because I really believe Cersei's going to, I mean, what I was surprised, going back to that, I'm really surprised that she didn't want to get revenge. She seemed more defeated. Like when Joffrey got killed, she went straight after Tyrion. And now Tyrion's not there to be blamed. I'm like, girl, somebody killing your kids with poison. Shouldn't you care? But instead, she was just sitting there like, And I just felt like that's not the Cersei I know. Again, the writing was kind of weird because I felt like the Cersei I know would have been wondering how she going to kill somebody. But I also did like it because it kind of showed that she actually loves this one. Like, she knew Joffrey was crazy. She just hated Tyrion. But this one she loved. And so she was kind of just defeated. And I gotta show you my camera grabs. What are you doing? She's so cute. But yeah, so I felt like usually Cersei would have been, you know, a little more like, oh, you know, like more like I'm going to kill somebody. But I just thought she'd be a little more curious as to who did it, you know. But she wasn't. That's a little disappointing. So that's basically it. I have talked probably for about 10 to 20 minutes, it feels like. And that's my spoiler review. That's everything that's going on. That's all my thoughts with it. Tell me in the comments what you thought and how you felt about Gang Starr episode. Overall, I still give it a 9 out of 10. It was a great episode. I mean, it had me on the like still the edge of my seat. One was going to happen, and I liked that it wasn't too violent. Like, it was violent, but like not there. Like, Gang Starr don't know how I get violent. It was not there type of violent. Oh, I forgot another part. I hate Sansa. I really do. I hate Sansa. Sansa and Reek make it off that wall, right? And Ramsay going to have a good time. Ramsay promised Miranda that he was going to make whoever did this to her suffer 1,000 times over. Now, Sansa like, no, I can't. I just can't walk this one. I'm like, do you know what Ramsay's going to do to you? You better hope you die from the war. That's what Reek was trying to tell her. Reek was like, it's better this way. You do not want Ramsay to catch you again. So, she got my nerves. And then when Brienne, I love Brienne. Brienne's one of my favorite characters. When Brienne came and saved them from the fate that was going to befall them, whatever, Sansa acted like, yes, you do take good care of me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, she didn't say no thank you. She wasn't grateful. I love Brienne. Brienne is just so, she just wants to be somebody's servant so bad. She's on her knees looking up like a little pretty puppy. And Sansa has to put on a noble face. I'm like, B, you know good and well Ramsay had you bent over a table. Are you going to really treat Brienne like that? Really? But whatever. I can't stand them Stark girls. But they're like my least favorite characters too. But, no reflection on the actresses. I think the actresses do a great job, but the characters, I can't stand those characters. But, yes, and, Arya, or I can never say her name, Arya, I can't remember her name, but either way, she's blind and getting beat up by the nameless or faceless people. They just come and randomly beat her up and knock her money out of her cup and just make her, she's a beggar now. And I'm like, yeah, you need to be a beggar because I can't stand you either. But, so that's basically it. I didn't want to leave out the Stark daughters. And I'll talk to you guys later. So tell me in the comments what y'all think about this episode. I can't wait for episode 2. And like I said, most of my videos, I am an author. Check out my book. Back the links in my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye.